Hey everybody, it's Matt from Junior Horror Movies, and welcome to my end of the month haul for the month of August. Yes, I'll probably have this in two parts. Again, part one will be the DVDs, and part two will be the Blu-rays. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get on with the DVDs. Alright, first off, finally adding it to the collection. I know it's not the greatest film in the world, but I needed to have it, and that is American Werewolf in Paris. Haven't seen this movie in a long time. I remember the bad CGI to it, but it is what it is. American Werewolf in London's great. This one is not the greatest. CGI is pretty bad. Next, I picked up from Soundgarden. Everyone knows I like to go to Soundgarden. Their movies are insane, what you can find there. I found this one called Blood Sisters. This is put out by Shriek Show Entertainment. The synopsis sounded cool. If anybody knows what this movie is, if they've seen it, let me know your thoughts on it. I'd like to hear about them. I'll try to talk again. My friend Andy, the retro slasher, he pretty much let me know about on Bull Moose about this movie. I've been after it for a while, and it's finally showing up, and it was used. So I said, the price is freaking right. And that is Cheerleader Camp, and put up by Old Anchor Bay. Love finding them out in the wild. So yeah, very cheesy 80s slasher. It feels like an 80s comedy, more of a slasher, but it is what it is. It was actually not bad. Very weird though. Next, I got free. I did an order from Legless Corpse back in October on a Blu-ray, which I'll be showing later on, and they've never sent it to me at all. I checked the site; it's in stock. I'm like, hey, what's going on? So after all this time, from October till now, they finally sent it to me. And for all the issues, they sent me a box of freebies. This happens to be one of the freebies, and it's called Crazy Bitches. Yes, looks like a slasher. This is why I kept it. It looked pretty interesting. Like one of the girls wakes up with a stiletto in her face, and of course dies. And of course, all her friends are trying to figure out who did it. The way the storyline looked interesting, but if anybody's seen it, let me know. I like the title, Crazy Bitches. Next is a video of a movie that I picked up, and I did a review on body bags, and that is called The Demons of Ludlow. So please go check out that video that I did on body bags. Very interesting 80s demon movie, and no, this is not digitally remastered. When you open it up and take out the DVD, it's burned on demand. So yeah, it's pretty much a rip, VHS rip. That's what it is. But the movie was entertaining. I laughed a lot. Very bad acting. Next, picked up, looked like a cool psychological horror. And it's called Don't Blink. Zach Ward is in this, and he's going to be at ScareCon coming up. So I'm like, oh, let me check out what that movie's about. So I read the synopsis. I'm like, okay, sounds interesting. Pretty much a bunch of friends are at a cabin because of the car broke down. When they get inside, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they start disappearing, especially by blinking, and they're gone. They don't know what happened, or they don't remember anything. So it looked pretty interesting. Looked pretty twisted. So if you've seen it, let me know. Good old another movie that begins with the word don't. My friend Derek, DBougie86, we did a trade, and I sent him a film, and he sent me Evil Dead Trap by Synapse. This movie is insane. It's an Asian horror slasher / torture film where pretty much this reporter gets a tape in the mail of a girl being pretty much murdered on film. They decide to go explore and investigate to see if this is real, and come to find out it is. And of course, it was a trap for them, and of course, they're getting picked off one by one. It's a pretty cool flick. I liked it a lot. Now I need to pick up part two. Next, I picked up from Soundgarden from Midnight Movies, and of course, Edgar Allan Poe, The Fall of the House of Usher with Vincent Price. So I had to snag this up. I went on Amazon, and I saw this was going for insane prices. I don't understand why, but this was $3.99, so I said, you know what? I'm picking it up. I love my Vincent Price, love my old stuff. Next, this is from, I picked this up from Amazon, dirt cheap. Terror for Tom had this on his last video, and of course I had to pick it up because this just looked right up my alley, and just the cover was what? It's called Fantastic Dinosaurs of the Movies. Now, Godzilla and King Kong, I don't think they're dinosaurs. So, but even it's got more kaiju characters. You got Rodan, Reptilicus, Gorgo. So, I don't know. I have to do this one to watch, but this is put up by Good Times DVD. Color in black and white, runs 74 minutes. So, yeah, Godzilla and King Kong. Might be a movie like a trailer compilation. Picked up Funny Games. This is the remake. I still have to find the original, and then I'll give this a spin because I want to watch the original first. If anybody's seen the remake, let me know if it's worth watching. Another public domain. Just wanted to have it for a single release. And that, of course, is the Giant Gila Monster. I got this for like $2.99, so I was like, why not? Black and white public domain. Made in the USA. Whatever. Next, when I went to Salem, Massachusetts, I went to the Magic Parlor, and I got talked to the owner of the store, and he actually had this movie in the case. So I'm like, oh, I'd like to know more about that DVD you have over there. He goes, oh, that happens to be my film. It's a Asian vampire gory fest. I'm like, ooh, you got my attention. So pretty much, I bought it. He signed it for me, and that's called God of Vampires. And he put, to Matt, I hope you enjoy it. Rob Fitz. So I have to get this one to watch at some point soon. I like to pick up my independent horror films. You never know what you're going to find. Another Old Anchor Bay. I had to grab it from Argento. Then it's Inferno. I saw the Old Anchor Bay, and of course I grabbed it right then and there. Has the cool insert as well. So yeah, Inferno. Now, since I bought it, watch. Maybe next month, Arrow or someone's going to put on a Blu-ray special edition. My luck. Next was from a video game store, and I decided to check out the anime section that they had. Good thing I did. They have Lady Death, the motion picture. Cool little shiny cover there. My wife likes the comics. I'm like, you know what? Let's watch this at some point. Yes, it's good old Lady Death. It's got blood. It's got gore to it. Yeah, I never knew it was a motion picture, so I was very happy to finally add this to the collection. Next was from Walmart. The first one I watched on Netflix, it was pretty bad, but this one looked, because the first one was more of a possession, I think, or a ghostly, whatever. This one more was, I thought, oh, it's a slasher. And that's called Lake Fear 2: The Swamp. First I thought it was a Killer Croc film by the cover. Yep. Pretty much these kids are out having party, drinking. They go on a tour of the Florida woodlands. The driver has a heart attack, and of course they're in a cabin. They start smoking, drinking, have a good time. Really, a lot of the girls are pretty hot in this. The other people are just annoying, and it's pretty much a redneck go after them, murder them, rape them. That's what it's about. Wasn't the greatest. Next from Soundgarden, I picked up A Virgin Among the Living Dead. This looked pretty cool. Jess Franco. I don't own many of his movies. And I saw it was called the Euro Shock Collection. I think there's a Blu-ray of this, but I paid $3.99 for it. Couldn't pass it up. I got another Soundgarden pickup. Code Red there, which I thought was kind of cool, called The Love Butcher. And it's like, okay, Code Red right there, Love Butcher. I know there's a Blu-ray of it, but the Blu-ray was so expensive. Not Soundgarden, though, but online. This was dirt cheap. I'm like, I'll pick up the DVD. Why not? Code Red for cheap? Why not? Next is Lucio Fulci, Remembered, Volume 1. This happens to be I think an interview with Fulci from other people that were in his movies. So this looked pretty cool. I've never seen any of this. Put up by Para Productions. And this happens to be limited to 2,500, which I thought was interesting. I'm like, hey, why not? Cool. Everybody seen it? Let me know. Next, I picked up from Bull Moose. And got the first season. It's a TV show, but I've been after the show for a while. I want to get season 1 first and then we'll get the rest. But season 1 has been out of print. It's very hard to find, kind of expensive. I said, let me check Bull Moose just to see if it's on there. And lo and behold, it was. And it was cheap. I'm like, oh my God, buying it right now. And that is called Monster Quest, put up by the History Channel. It's always in a steelbook, season 1. For some reason, the rest are not. And this happens to be, oops, 4 discs right there, all in this nice little steelbook. Pretty much Monster Quest is about cryptozoology, which I like. So pretty much you have stuff based on Loch Ness Monster, Sasquatch, giant squid. So there's a whole different deal on these. I only made 3 seasons, and the 4th one happens to be Movie Monsters, which it's a compilation from the first 3 seasons. So if you want to just grab that one, it's really cheap. But if you want to get the seasons, try to find this one first. This one's the hardest one to find. So I was very happy to find season 1. FYE had this in the adventure section called Necropolis Awakened. Pretty much a small town with zombies. Alright, you caught my attention. It was dirt cheap. If anybody's seen this movie, let me know. Never even heard of it. Another FYE pickup from Elite Entertainment. I never see this in the wild. Savage Harvest 2, October Blood. This happens to be the 2-disc edition. Gotta find part 1 now, because owning 2 and not owning 1, why not? Except for that Lake Fear. Don't do that. Finally picking it up, and that is Stephen King's The Shining, but this is the made-for-TV movie with Steven Weber in it. More of the book than the Kubrick movie. Still, I really enjoyed it. Another horror anime, and that is Vampire Hunter D. Yes, more horror anime. I love it. I haven't seen this in a long time. I think this is the one I remember seeing. I don't know. But finally I have it in the collection. I think there's a Blu-ray of it too, but eh. And last, Tom Savini. The cover alone just sucked me right in. And that's called Vicious. I guess he's a scientist who's out hunting this monster, comes across a bunch of campers, decides to kidnap them, and use them as bait to hunt this monster. So yeah, hopefully it's pretty good. I've seen mixed reviews. Why not? I love that. I love monsters. You know how I am. My creature features. Alright guys, that is part 1 of my DVD and Blu-ray. Please let me know in the comments down below your thoughts, especially the films that I haven't seen and maybe you have. And love to hear your thoughts on it. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching and stay tuned for part 2. Peace.